Yo, Barglussi! Fourth video of the week this week. I literally just saw this and I have some time, bro. So let's react to it, bro.
Dollar Popeyes Big Box ha vuelto. Dos piezas de signature chicken.
What is the secret to never losing Clash Royale,
Have you ever
bro?
lost a game and thought, how did I just get destroyed by that guy? You
Dude,
have
all the
same
time.
cards, the same levels, but somehow they completely outplayed you. The truth is, winning in Clash Royale isn't about having a good deck. It's about knowing how to...
Okay, bro, I'm clicking off this. No, I'm just kidding. What, though? It's not about having a good deck, so you're saying I could have a bad deck and win. You're wrong, bro. I'm not Riley, dude. Can you guys see me? Hopefully this isn't too loud, by the way. I'm gonna lower it. I don't have headphones in, so it probably sounds weird, but... Dude, if this comes out bad, I'll just scratch it out. I'll edit it out.
smarter than everyone else. In this video, I'm gonna be
Fourth video of the week, bro.
Pro tips that will instantly make you a better player. The same fundamentals that top ladder players and pros use in every single match.
Okay, bro. Yo, why should I trust this guy, though? Who is this guy? I'm so high right now. I thought the hog rider had giant. Bro, I need to get my rice.
Lane control, card counting, placements, and tempo control. The real secrets behind why the best players win, even with lower level cards or against a hard counter. And trust me, once you understand these, you'll start seeing Clash Royale completely differently. So stick around till the end of this video, because by the time this video is over, you'll have everything you need.
Okay, it's not ready. I'm gonna edit that out.
No matter their level, deck, or skill. Let's get right into it. Coming in at number 10, we got Mastering Elixir Management. If there's one universal truth in Clash Royale, it's this. The game is not about cards, it's about Elixir.
I got better at this, guys.
Before a card game. You can have the best deck in the world, but if you're constantly running out of Elixir, you can never control the match.
Elixir doesn't look like that.
Every drop you spend should have a purpose, offensively or defensively. Overspending an offense might get you a short-term advantage, but if you cannot defend the counter push, you've already lost the trade. Watch your opponent spending. If they drop a golem or a lava hound at the back, boom, that's 8 Elixir gone. That's your green light to push the offense.
Hey! What? It's 7, you dumb flick.
Them into panic mode. A good player does not just react, they read the economy of the match. You should always have a rough sense of how much elixir your opponent has. That's why pros constantly glance down at their elixir bar before placing down cards. One more thing, don't let your elixir bar hit 10 and just sit there. That's wasted potential. Always cycle a cheap card like an ice spirit, skeletons, or even sometimes a building like the Tesla, just to keep your flow going, and only leak if you're running a heavy deck and
that's
don't
what
have
I
a
do.
cheap card to cycle. The moment you start thinking in terms of elixir trades, not just card plays, your whole game changes. You stop throwing cards out and start investing elixir for value. That's the difference between a player who wins by chance and a player who wins by control. Tip number 9, learn how to use both lanes. Here's something that instantly makes you harder to defend: dual lane pressure.
Bro.
Most players tunnel.
Bro, my roommate left his alarm on, dude. Do you guys hear that? He just left my apartment, but he left the alarm on, so I'm just gonna have to hear that. Sorry, bro. Fucking
they see a giant
dumbass.
coming down the left and dump everything into defending that lane. But what if you defend efficiently and pressure the opposite
Dude, now
side?
that I'm
Let's
hearing
say
it,
your
I can't
opponent drops a
unhear
golem
it,
in the
bro.
back. That's 8 elixir gone, and at least 10 seconds before the push even crosses the bridge. That's your moment to
Oh wait, it's done. Yeah.
strike the opposite lane with the minor wall breakers or a hog plus ice spirit. Now they're forced to...
Bro, I do this all the time. That's why log bait is so good, bro. I love log bait.
They're pretty much splitting their elixir and you're dictating the pace. This concept isn't just about damage, it's about control and tempo. You're making your opponents uncomfortable, forcing them to do bad trades and keeping their elixir scattered. Dual lane pressure is also amazing in overtime. When both towers are low, keep switching lanes. Go left, go right, go left, go left, go left, go right, go left, go right, like a boxer jabbing with both hands. It keeps your opponent guessing and forces mistakes. Remember, Clash Royale is about making your opponents react, not letting them dictate the flow of the game. When you control both lanes, you control the match. And once you got that, the game starts feeling easy.
Chat, I don't like when videos are so AI. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this videos might be good, but like, this is so... You really put a picture of a guy and then your profile picture on top of it for when you're speaking. Like, it's like Mr. Beast videos, bro. They're just like too edited.
Tracking your opponent's cycle and cards. Every deck in Clash Royale is exactly 8 cards. Once you understand that, you can start
Like, get out of my face, bro!
Let's say your opponent just used a lock to stop your Goblin Barrel. That means they can't
You don't
use
gotta
it
be,
again
bro,
until
you don't
they
gotta be
put
bouncing on it with your profile picture in my face just for me to pay
4 more
attention.
cards. That's your window to attack. Throw another barrel right before they cycle
Wait,
back
what
to it.
was
That's
the
pretty
tip?
much free damage every time. If they use a fireball and your barbs, perfect. That's your moment to drop your 3 musketeers or your minion horde because their main counter is gone and you can build a stronger attack depending on your deck. Great players constantly track this in their head. It sounds complicated at first, but it becomes automatic. You start noticing patterns like this. They always open with an Ice Spirit plus Hog, so that's basically 2 card cycle. They play their Tesla again, so they're back to log, so we gotta watch out. These are things that should constantly run in your head. You don't need to memorize exact sequences. Just focus on key spells and win conditions. If you know when their Fireball, Poison, Tornado, or their spells are out of cycle, you can punish confidently. This skill gives you that information advantage, and in Clash Royale, information is power. Once you can track cards, you're no longer reacting blindly, you're setting traps. And that's when you start outplaying your opponents, who technically have better decks or higher levels, because you're winning with game knowledge. Tip number 7, know your win condition. Let's start with one of the biggest.
These were 2 weirdly shaped.
Yo!
A regular pack of bacon.
Holy.
Mind shifts ever. Every single deck has a win condition, whether it's the.
How does this guy already have ads? Bro, it's because he got 100k views in one video, bro. That's insane. Holy shit. He has 5 videos and it took me 4 years to get ads.
Royal Giant, or even something unpopular.
It's because this fucking
that card is the centerpiece of your entire deck. Your other 7
Mr.
cards
Beast, bro.
purely to help that one card connect to the tower. Here's
Chad, when AI like takes over, do you guys think these YouTube channels are gonna exist, bro? I feel like they're not. Like, I feel like they're just gonna be AI, you know? That's why, like, yeah, they get more views or whatever. But I would rather make a channel with my face and just me. Because then people fuck with me. You can't replace me, you know?
Then panic defend in the middle, hoping something sticks.
Even though it takes longer and more effort.
Chaos. Pros play with intent. They know exactly how they're gonna win before the card is even placed. If you're playing Hog, your job is to chip little by little and protect your cannon on defense and always have enough elixir to counter push. If you're using Graveyard, you're building a defense that turns into a deadly counterattack when you drop a Graveyard plus Poison when you have the Elixir. If you're using Royal Giant, you're waiting for the perfect rotation. Maybe when their building's out of cycle, or when their counter to your Royal Giant is out of cycle. That's your moment to strike. Once you know your win condition,
I'm not gonna lie, so far I haven't learned anything.
How can I make this card connect safely? Cards are a threat to it. What trades help me cycle back to it faster? The moment you stop throwing random cards and start protecting your win condition like your king piece in chess, that's when Clash Royale starts feeling like a strategy and not luck. Tip number 6, defend cheap, counter big. This rule separates smart players from the average players. Don't overspend on defense. You don't need a 7 elixir army to stop a 4 elixir push. If you spend more on defense than they spend on attack, you're losing the value game, even if you survive the push. Let's say your opponent drops a Hog plus Ice Spirit. That's 5 elixir in total. If you just defend with cannon and skeletons, that's 4 elixir. You just got a positive trade. That means you're still cycling effectively and can instantly cycle to your next Hog push before they're even ready. Think about defense like budgeting. Your goal isn't just to survive, it's to spend less while doing it effectively. That's why pros love cheap utility cards like the skeletons, Ice Spirit, Bomber, Guards, and cards like the cannon. They don't just defend, they generate value. After a good defense, don't let your surviving troops go to waste. That's your counterpush starter pack with control decks. Drop a support card behind them and suddenly a 3 elixir defense turns into a 6 elixir attack.
Should I put skeletons instead of Goblin Gang in my deck? My log gate deck?
And pressure most of the times in Clash Royale.
I used to have it, but...
Before we move on to tip number 5, make sure to like and hype the video and join the Discord group, which is linked in the description of this video, where we talk about everything. Tip number 5.
Everything? What is everything, bro? You don't talk about shit.
This is one of the most underrated high-level skills, deck recognition. Within the first minute, your brain should already be piecing up what archetype.
Sorry guys, I'm just hating, but like...
Spirit, skeletons, musketeer, cannon, boom, that's Hog 2.6. You see Phoenix, Goblin Cage, Flying Machine, Zappies, that's probably Fireball Bait or Royal Recruits. Witch, Baby Dragon,
okay, I kinda get this.
It's both what they play and what they don't.
Dude, why is everything jumping on it? It's bouncy, bro. Why is everything bouncy?
You're mechanically better, but because you know what's coming before it even happens. Tip number 4. Placements wins games. Tile placements. Easily one of the biggest skill gaps between casuals and pro players. Clash Royale isn't just what you play, it's where you play. One tile. Just one. That's all it takes to change the entire outcome of a defense. Place your buildings one tile too high and your cannon completely misses the hog. One tile too low and the balloon hits your tower before targeting it. For example, tornadoing a hog to activate King Tower, pulling both lanes with a single Tesla, spacing your troops to avoid giving fireball or poison venom.
I wonder how they decided like how much tiles they would give it.
They practice them until they're automatic. If you want to seriously get good at this game, spend 15 minutes a week just practicing tile placements actively with your deck of choice. Perfect placements means more value for the exact same elixir. That's the definition of efficiency. All from moving your card just one tile. Tip number 3. Control the tempo.
How does fresh
Holy shit!
for dogs? The same way you make healthy food.
Bro, do I even post this video?
It's the heartbeat of every match. The player who controls tempo decides how the game is being played. If your opponent wants to play slow, stacking golems or lava hounds, then speed up. Pressure them opposite lane, force them to make mistakes, and never give them time to build that dream push. If they want to play lightning fast cycle, slow it down, defend smart, and build that one strong counter push that they cannot outcycle. You control tempo through elixir management and timing. Drop your win condition right after their heavy spell. That's a tempo swing. Force them to defend on both lanes. That's tempo control. Watch any top ladder replay. Notice how the pros are always in charge of their games? That's not coincidence. They're pretty much dictating the rhythm of the match. Clash Royale is not about who reacts faster. It's about who sets the pace and the rhythm first. Play at your pace, not theirs. And suddenly the match feels like you're the one pulling the strings, which will serve you well. Tip number 2. Don't panic. Play calm. Tilt, panic, and overreacting. The 3 silent killers of ladder progress. We've all been there. You see a giant skeleton or an E-giant at the bridge and you instantly drop half your deck in panic. Suddenly you're out of elixir, your defense is messy, and you've created the perfect setup for their next counter push. The truth is, most pushes look scarier than they actually are. If you stay calm and trust your tower damage output, you'll realize how many situations don't actually need panic defenses. Before you react, breathe for half a second and think, what's the minimum I need to stop this? Can I kite this instead of fighting head on? Is it possible for me to trade towers and win in the long run? The best players play with ice in their veins. Even at 500 HP, they...
Yo, I'm not watching anything after what he just said. What the fuck did he just say? Nah, bro, I'll see you, bro. The best Clash player plays with ice in their veins. Yo, that